are Spork Foods. This is my sister Jenny and I'm Heather. And we are here with Keep Abreast Non-Toxic Revolution for What to Eat Wednesdays. We're so excited.
Yes, and this is What to Eat Wednesdays when you're gearing up for a vegan summer. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a zucchini carpaccio with a balsamic reduction. We know that sounds fancy and complicated, but usually carpaccio is done with meat and it's just cooked with a little citrus. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook our zucchini with a little citrus because they're summer squash and they're available right now, so we highly recommend using zucchini. Yes.
So we're gonna get started by just chopping off the very top of our zucchini and the very bottom.
And we're gonna feed these through our food processor to cut them really, really thin.
So this is our grating attachment. We're using this type of a blade, and this will give us just very nice thin slices of our zucchini. So we'll just go ahead and place this in our food processor and put our lid on and just feed it through the very top. It is as fun as it looks.
Yeah.
They are just these tiny little guys.
So we're gonna transfer the zucchini that we cut up in our food processor to a bowl, and then what we can do is just marinate it with a little bit of our lemon juice and our lemon zest to get those flavors really infused in there.
Absolutely. So this is a microplane. We're going to use this for the zest, and what we do is we'll just go ahead and grate it right over our zucchini.
And the zest actually has a lot of essential oils of the lemon, and you get a lot of that really good flavor rather than just the tangy quality of the lemon. Get some good flavor in there. What we do is we cut off center from the core, so we get these pieces that don't really have many, if any, seeds in them.
We're just gonna go ahead and put it straight in, and we're gonna let this sit for about 10 or 15 minutes, however long you have. And because zucchini has so much water in it, the water is gonna start to come out. And you know, it's great to eat this dish sort of the day that you make it, or else it will become very watery.
Mm-hmm. All we wanna do is stir together the lemon juice with the zest and let these sit for about 10 minutes, depending on how thinly sliced these are, and then they'll just get a little softer and absorb that lemon juice.
So what we'll do is we will set this aside, and then we'll go ahead and make our reduction.
To make our reduction, all we're gonna do is place a cup of balsamic vinegar in our pot. We have this heating over about a medium heat, and then we're going to add just some maple syrup with a little bit of sea salt, just for a little flavor and for sweetness. A little bit of marjoram. You can use thyme, any fresh herbs that you want for flavor. A little rosemary would be amazing.
Oregano.
Ridiculous. And then some chopped up shallot. That's all we're using. So we're just gonna pop this in here. You cook this down for about 10 minutes, and then when it's done, it becomes really syrupy and thick. So you wanna make sure to have the vent on for this. That's our serious rule, for sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, this just cooks down, it evaporates, it becomes about half the size it was before, and when you're finished, you know that your reduction is done when you take a spoon and you dip it into your reduction and it coats the back of your spoon. So we're gonna flavor up our zucchini by adding a couple of different things.
Yes, here we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil with a little bit of this brown rice syrup. So this is a lower glycemic sweetener that has a really caramely taste and texture to it. That's the brown rice syrup.
Yeah, this is it. We love this. We use it in dressings and sauces. And whenever we have any type of acidic flavor, we always balance that out with a sweetener. So this just literally comes from cooked down brown rice with enzymes. So we feel really good about this. We'll add that in, and we'll throw in also some sea salt and some ground black pepper. You give this a stir, and that is about it.
Yeah, then we just garnish with some currants. So we like currants because they're a little sweeter and a little less chewy than raisins. So we're gonna pop those in, 1/4 cup of those, and then a 1/4 cup of toasted pine nuts. So all you need to do is just toss it together. You can do this a few hours in advance, let it sit aside in the fridge, and then come back to it. To plate this guy up, just grab some tongs and grab a few pieces. Don't give people too much because it's a nice delicate dish. You don't want to overload them. You want it to seem fancy, you know, fancier than it actually is. We're placing a little bit of our carpaccio on our platter, and then we're gonna go ahead and drizzle with our balsamic reduction. And just a little bit goes a long way because it really condenses the flavor when you make a reduction. So just a little drizzle there. would be great. And what we can do is you can use some extra fresh herbs for garnish. So we can just stem our herbs. You always hold on to the top and then go ahead and stem the bottom and just sprinkle a little bit on top.
And that's it. This is a great appetizer for summer or a side dish. And we hope that you enjoy it. Thank you so much. You know, zucchini have a really high water content, so they keep you really cool during the summer. It's a great food to eat during the summer. They also really fill you up because of all that water. So, you know, these have been known to be a weight loss tool.
And they're really high in magnesium, so they're really great as an anti-inflammatory food, plus they're high in fiber.
So they're a great cancer preventer and cancer fighter, which we love.
Yes.